And you say before I do, we are now live.
Oh.
Okay. So this is like a John Gruber. I don't know if you listen to Daring Fireball podcast. All of his podcasts start and media res. He doesn't have an intro.
Uh-huh.
He's just like, yeah. And so earlier this week, I was going to the store and I saw this, and it made me think this about the Apple Watch. What do you think? The other person will just jump right into it. So I guess that's what we're doing.
I think that's what we're doing.
That is what we are doing. I don't think John Gruber knows who I am. That's one of those people, like, sometimes I get introduced to people, and they're like, oh, I know. But the thing is, they think I'm Stephen King's son. So they don't. But, like, okay. Yeah. So I still don't know if the guy who made The Martian knows who I am, or just thinks I wrote a bunch of books that Stephen King's son wrote. But either way, he's a great speaker. So anyway, I'm heading back toward the tower now. I'm descending those nether brick stairs toward my lair.
I'm watching.
Excellent. Yeah, you are going to have a bit of a delay there.
I will survive.
I am joined this evening by NJCoffeeJunkie, my project manager. Hello. And you'll notice there's no music at the beginning of the stream. 2 reasons for that. 1, I don't want this VOD to get deleted by YouTube. Thanks, YouTube. And 2, I pay NJ by the hour, and she's already here. So I am not going to waste a lot of money on playing music that will get the VOD destroyed. So yeah, let's go, as the kids might say. Oh, I need to turn off. The thing is, during the music, I do a bunch of things. That's when I pause folding. Like, I just paused folding. But now, I think the stream is set up. Folding is paused. Also, quick note, the camera's already big, because we did Hermits, helping Hermits before. We are $5 away from the next face camera expansion as a result. Oh, okay, I talked to Sean, wait, everybody here does know him as Sean. Usually I refer to him by his nickname first, and then I'm like, my brother Sean. But, okay, nailed it the first time. I'm just unaccustomed to just being such a strong starter out the gate. But anyway, he is working on 2 variants of the Hermits Helping Hermits theme that I wrote. I believe you were awake for most of that the other night, or some of that at least.
I was. I clipped 2 versions that you sang. They're available on your Twitch page. One was the MASH theme version, and one was the Cheers theme version.
Yeah, the Cheers theme one I've been sitting on for years, but the MASH theme, yeah, there's a lot you can do with that song, but I don't know. Anyway, it's got some promising starts. But were you there when I was like, okay, we're gonna do the True Detective theme?
Yes.
Yes. Have you seen True Detective, NJ?
I have not seen it, but I think you linked the Star Wars.
Yeah, I realized I should not link the original, because there is a lot more inappropriate material in that opening theme song than I realized. So we're no longer going to be linking that. But Twitch chat is in slow mode. Yes, it is supposed to be, because I don't need people posting 800 things. Okay. So anyway, so I hired my brother to do 2 versions of that theme, in the same way that we have 2 versions of the When Will My Stream Begin theme. One that's kind of closer to the original, but still a different style. And then the other that's the Out Ska Country version. And we are hoping to have a demo to play, not the final version, but a demo at least, to play next Monday. When we kick off that episode. So
excellent.
That's some good news.
All right. I'm going to take notes while we're here.
So the person I am talking to is NJCoffeeJunkie. What I sometimes do is I have a little note that says, like, yeah, there it is. It says, oh, hi, right now. So we'll say, joining via interstate call. New, or we'll just say NJ Coffee Junkie. Is it actually adding the text as I do this?
Yes, it is.
Oh, that's
it's
fun.
kind of neat.
Yay. Okay, so we're gonna... I gotta unlock the layer to move that over. Joining via interstate call. NJCoffeeJunkie. Boom. Great. And, whoops, that was the wrong button.
You got it.
Okay, yeah, it's like snapping to the side there, but that's fine.
That does that.
We're gonna add comma project manager.
Throw my title up there and everything, huh?
Yeah, why not? You get a title and you get a title. This is the singular you. It's just you over and over again, NJ.
Fair enough.
Me Waken says, first time catching a stream. I have good news for you, Me Waken. You chose a weird one. This is our quarterly planning call. 4 times a year, I get on the phone with my project manager, and we talk for the... Yeah, and this is her. Hi, NJ.
Hello. How's everybody doing?
Yeah, y'all can answer that in the chat. I'm not going to wait because there's a delay. But we go through what went well last quarter, what we didn't get to, what we need to get to next quarter. And we occasionally add things for future quarters. Like, oh, okay. Well, for one thing, I need to dump all of the extra stuff that I grabbed earlier. Sorry, I was doing Hermits helping Hermits, and now my inventory is full of nonsense instead of the beautiful signs that I actually need.
I caught part of that. You were able to help Tango put a ceiling on his Among Us game, which is very exciting.
Yeah, you have to seal in the players. It's for freshness.
Yes.
So, anyway, this is our planning tower. As you see, we've got years here like 2022, 2020, 2021. So, 2 things that just came down the pipe. Last night, I saw Tennessee Game Days in October of 2021 is going to be TGD. Well, you know, I'll write this out for people who don't know. Tennessee Game Days, which is organized by a few folks that I knew from Vanderbilt, as well as one guy I don't know, but he seems great. Like, I've been introduced to him. Tennessee Game Days, or TGD Fall.
Okay.
Is going to be October 1st through 3rd. And, you know, we've been talking about conventions and stuff coming up. Grand Ole Game Room Expo, which is like the big pinball expo in Nashville, is going to be the 29th. Is it the 29th? They might have extended it to the 28th to 31st since I last... Let me check this. This is Grand Ole Game Room.
Yes.
If y'all want to see a picture... I've been going to this since their, like, first year. Let's see. Is it... Oh, it is the 29th. Okay. I can post a picture of me from their first year here in the chats. People occasionally are like, hey, Joe, do you go to Grand Ole Game Room? And I'm like, yeah, why? And they're like, because I was looking at their gallery, and I'm pretty sure that's you and your kid playing a beer-themed pinball table. And I'm like, you're correct. That was the one that didn't have a line. So, yeah.
It's an adorable picture of you two.
It is, yeah. So I want to get out there and welcome, Vidmaster 7 Raiders. We're in the middle of our quarterly planning call, which I think I put in the title of the stream.
Hi, Vid.
Yes. We're doing our best. Okay. So, where was I? So that's 2 conventions, one to open and one to close October. Grand Ole Game Room Expo... It might even be in the same hotel. It has been in previous years. Every year, though, I go to Tennessee Game Days. I'm always like, I gotta get a hotel room this year because board games take a lot more out of me than like some of these other events. And so I'm always
valid.
Like, I need to be able to take a nap. Okay, you know what? No, this is in a different location. Okay, cool. But
okay.
The hotel prices for Tennessee Game Days are so cheap this year. I think I'm actually going to be able to afford to get a hotel. Yay. Mahazero says, Joe managed to get some iron and gravel, which is from Hermits Helping Hermits earlier. So it worked out. It did work out. But I mean, honestly, it's just fun to hang out with my friends. Also, you'll notice I got this Band-Aid here. That's because I got my second COVID shot, which is why I was an hour late for Hermits Helping Hermits. and which is also why I might be a little bit off, because I've heard that fatigue is a problem sometimes for people who get their second shots, and I have a lot of fatigue issues from digesting food in general, so I might have had a lot of caffeine to be able to drive home from the shot and in order to do this show. So I'll probably crash really hard tonight, but hopefully I won't crash really hard in the next 1 hour and 49 minutes. So
I anticipated this.
yes.
Because I went through the same exact thing with
And
the fatigue.
so here's the thing, though. This is why we have people like NJ to help us, because not all of our ideas are good. Okay? No, the Band-Aid is not chroma keyed. This is just what the National Guard had. And I'm not gonna pick a fight with the National Guard. Although, realistically, ordering chroma key Band-Aids would probably be good. Like, what if I got stabbed in the cheek? You know? Like, that happens sometimes, you know? So
Adding it to the list.
yeah, that was in the movie, or no, it wasn't in the movie. It was in the book Fight Club. They took it out for the movie because it was too gruesome. But like, there's this whole thing, like really early on, he gets stabbed in the cheek, and so every time he drinks coffee or drinks anything, he has to like plug the hole because he refuses to bandage it.
Delightful.
Yeah, that Chuck Palahniuk, what an imagination. Anyway, so rolling back here to the past.
Yes.
Quarter 1 of 2021 has ended. Now, we have a template here of how we lay out these kind of walls. Each wall represents a different month in our planning tower here. So, we have like the name of the month and then the year. I've added these big numbers to show like that's the second month, that's the third month, that sort of thing. But every month we ask, what will we celebrate? Who will we benefit? What do we build? And what do we try? Celebrate could be things like holidays. Like, hey, in December, we celebrate Christmas. And so, you know, I might do some different Christmas streams where I read a Christmas carol, that sort of thing. Who will we benefit? Well, you know, there are certain months where there are big charity events, and I try to, you know, help out. And in the months where there's not a big charity event, I try to find people with a small thing and do at least one thing here or there. What do we build? Like, that's like, are there seasonal build ideas? So for February, we built the Groundhog Day clock. For October, we built the Slimer, you know, stuff like this. And then what will we try? This is like, what are we doing that's experimental? That's not necessarily even like just in Minecraft. That could be all sorts of weird technology and out of game stuff. So, anyway, we're going to go ahead and drop down here to the beginning of 2021. January doesn't get a 1. It gets the whole year, whereas February gets a 2, March gets a 3. Okay, so January 2021. There was a question mark next to benefit. I might have picked up a charity stream here or there. I don't remember. I know I did, like, I dropped in on a few things here or there that you did.
Yes, you did. Which I appreciate very much.
Quarter, but yeah. I don't know if we actually celebrated the New Year. The Ben Franklin Day and MLK Day stuff I didn't really get to. I had a whole bunch of stuff because, honestly, the whole beginning of this year, between the pandemic and my landlord jacking up my rent and prepping for the move, everything was just kind of nuts. So there was a lot of stuff that didn't get done. Did I do anything for Inauguration Day? Oh, I remember now why not. Inauguration Day is the day that my HVAC unit caught fire in my attic at my old apartment. Yes. So, like, it's
kind of melted.
It's fun to look back at this and go, okay, maybe this didn't work out. Dislike says, does the PayPal not work today? Oh, well, I gotta look at the PayPal. Oh, hey, it does look like we got a couple alerts here. Sorry for not noticing those immediately. I've got more documents in front of me than usual because we're planning. And, yeah, this is, like I said, a weird stream. Okay.
I put the link in chat for you. And yes, you did celebrate New Year's because you were with Cleo.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Okay. So, first off, let's accept some tips. We got 20 from Josh. Thank you, Josh. That's going to put us $15 past our next face camera expansion target. So it's time to say, expand to and we are now $5 away from the next face camera expansion target. Josh says, "Evening, Joe. I'm excited to hear the new song. The night you wrote it live was the best. Thanks for the great content. I am so excited to share it with you, like, when we get the demo. I don't know what it sounds like yet, but it'll be great because my brother is brilliant." And then we got 2 from Dislike Button. Thank you, Dislike Button. That puts us 3 away from the next face camera expansion target. Sorry for not catching that immediately. It says, "How do Hermits work out the time zone situation? Do the Hermits in Europe stay up late to collaborate? Or do the Hermits in North America wake up early to do collaborations with one another?" It varies case to case. A lot of times we try to record stuff at around 2 o'clock Central Time, which is late enough for Scar. In Pacific Time, it's only noon for him, right? It's not too early, but it's only like 6 to 8 for the European crowd. Wait, no, that can't be right. It's only 8 to 10 for the European crowd, depending on where they are. But yeah. Anyway, so good question. But yeah, so people are definitely welcome to tip. We are reading the tips. We are doing the face cams, even though we're mostly going to spend this stream inside the thing. Hey, congrats on getting your... Wait. Oh, yeah. Darth Worthington says, I Friday I got my second Pfizer vaccine shot. Good job. I thought you were saying you got your second Johnson & Johnson, and I was confused. I'm like, there's 2 Johnsons in one there. You don't need another. But, anyway. So, things we were going to try in January. Modded Minecraft. Didn't really get to that. Honestly, that's still in the hopper. Maybe that's a summer thing. W-1099 filings. That's where I like filed payments or tax, or all the payments I made last year I had to do tax stuff for, and I got it done, so that was a victory. Virtual Chaticon, yes. I was buried that weekend with other stuff and I didn't get to attend, and I loved attending Chaticon in person. I've done it for years, but like, you know, it's one of those things like with this COVID stuff going on where you're in your house, it's hard to, or your apartment or whatever, it's hard to like disengage from all the immediate stuff in front of you. We did launch a 12-week pinball tournament, so that worked.
That was a lot of fun.
And then HermitCraft again with Ravenloft. We did do all of the groundwork for that. We're mostly waiting on the snapshots to kind of lock in some things about how they do world height and stuff before we... I don't want to create files that are unusable is the big thing there.
So even with the updated 1.16, you're not going to touch it yet?
What about... No. This has nothing to do with 1.16. No, the whole issue is that we need the world height changes from one set. We need all the stuff from the snapshot, but they're still changing things about how things are saved and stuff like that. That I don't... There's a... So the thing is that...
Did not know that. So...
They do not guarantee that versions of worlds from one snapshot to another will carry over, right?
Okay.
So I need to wait until they stabilize the code base for the snapshots to some degree before I, like, move the thing up 300 meters on a giant pillar stone and do a bunch of the other stuff. Right? So, yeah, I'm kind of waiting on them for that. So, anyway, the thing that made January a win on the whole, though, was that I was able to find a place to stay or to move to and do a bunch of prep for that. So February, we planned the Groundhog Day party at the Clock. I totally dropped the ball with Black History Month. That's a thing where, you know, I tweeted a few things here or there maybe, but like didn't get an episode out. That's my failure. And part of the problem is with stuff like that, I want to take it really seriously and do a good job. And then if I don't have time to do a good job, I'm like, I'll do a bad job or a frantic, rushed job about something that doesn't deserve that level of respect. So then I end up making a bunch of episodes that are about things that aren't as important. And that was, you know, like I said, though, my life... Everybody's lives last year has been nuts. Things were bad with the landlord, fires in the attic, things like that. It's just like, yeah. I know for a fact that I can do better next year. So, okay. You're
on the side of caution there. You either do it or you do it right. So.
Yeah. Valentine's Day. I don't know that we actually did the cards with the other Hermits. I got like 1 or 2 out myself, maybe. We did nothing for Mardi Gras. We did nothing about the liturgical calendar. That's fine. That's an evergreen thing. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, not the liturgical calendar itself, because sometimes it's green, sometimes it's pink, sometimes it's purple, sometimes it's white, whatever. But
Mm-hmm.
we can come back to that any year. Like that's an idea that I had like 4 to 6 years ago, and I'll come back to it. Okay. So let's see. Special Olympics live stream with NJ. We did that, right?
Yes, we did. That was a lot of fun.
Yay. And then let's see. Didn't do a Mardi Gras float. Cards
No,
from
there
the
wasn't enough time.
Valentine's Day cards from the map district. Oh, that would have been smart. Yeah, oh well. Didn't get to it. Modded Minecraft again? Question mark? No. RTMP Relay self-hosted. Didn't get to it, was moving. Intangible investment review. I just put all of those on hold while I've sorted out my taxes, basically.
Yes.
I have
Those
not
are
had
still on the hold list.
Yeah, I have not had paid guests on for a few months because I was worried that I was going to end up owing a lot more in taxes. Because the thing is, this is my first year as a self-employed business owner, and so there were a lot of questions there about like, okay, the way that I would normally estimate my end of year liability is out the window. I got to do a bunch of different math. So yeah, we didn't do that.
That's all right.
Yeah. Okay, March. I didn't go to the home remodeling expo.
We had a long discussion about that.
We did that. I need to
did.
go next year. We did. I did post some tweets for International Women's Day. I didn't post a video. Posting videos around stuff like that is always weird because I feel like people should be watching women's videos on that day and not mine. So maybe if I am gonna do stuff like that, I should be doing it before. Like, okay. I don't think we did anything for St. Patrick's Day or the Ides of March because I was still just recovering from the move.
Yeah, you were recovering from the move, and you had decided that because of everything with the move, you decided to not. You were extra green, I believe.
Did I? I think I just wore this green. I don't think I wore extra green. I think I just wore green.
I think it was with the hoodie and everything, but not the full suit or anything like that.
No. Okay. So then, yeah, let's see. So, and one of the problems we ran into when we tried to plan March and January was we had no idea what the vaccine rollout was going to be.
Yeah, we didn't know diddly squat.
Yeah. So, whereas now, I got my second shot in my arm today. So I'm fully vaccinated in 2 weeks, according to the like standard statistical
yes, that's
anticipation. Correct. So, April we can actually plan for. Now, I wrote down some things last time we met that were going to happen in April in case I was vaccinated. Like world's biggest fish fry in Paris, Tennessee. Paris, Tennessee also has an Eiffel Tower. Because
sure, why not?
We like to build replicas of other people's stuff here.
I hadn't noticed.
Yeah. So let's see. Earth Day is in April. Did that already happen? I don't even know when Earth Day is. Is that the?
I'm checking the calendar now.
Yeah.
Calendar.
The 22nd. Okay. Yeah. So Easter already happened.
Yes, Easter already happened.
I don't think I did anything really for Easter. Okay.
No.
So let's go ahead and take down Easter. Okay, I'm gonna put Earth Day back up with the 22nd.
Okay.
Earth Day, April 22nd. Maybe I should talk to Kojo about doing something for that.
All right, I'll make a note to remind you.
Yeah. Arbor Day is April 30th. It's a secular day of observance in which individuals and groups are encouraged to plant trees. The 12th is Ramadan. So is it No.
When is Earth Day? April 30th?
Okay. Is it Ramadan Mubarak or is it?
I've heard Mubarak, and I've heard, I think, Kareem? Ramadan Kareem?
Ramadan Kareem. Okay, so
Okay.
to anyone enjoying... Wait, is today the 13th? Or... Oh, wait, no, it says the 12th. I can't see if that's a 12 or a 13 from here because of the way the stupid Minecraft game looks.
Chad is saying it technically started this morning,
Okay,
and that both work.
great. Well, to anybody who celebrates Ramadan, I hope y'all are having a good one. Yeah, back when I was helping organize stuff for the freshmen at Vanderbilt, there was one year where they were coming in like right around Ramadan, and so we had like the big. That was our first big cultural event for the incoming class, and that was really fun. Anna says, "Remember when Joe's hair was semi-manageable? It's manageable. You know what we'll do? Here,
Uh-oh.
we'll just fold it back up and over here." And then we'll put the headphones. I can't hear NJ right now. You happy? There you go. There you go, Anna, Choco Banana, Pirate Blase. Now we're doing this. I am beautiful. Thank you. Okay.
You are precious. That's for damn sure.
I do what I can. And it's not a bun. There's no bun here. What do I look like, a web developer? Okay. So, anyway, Kentucky Derby boat race. See, the problem is Corinne isn't vaccinated, so I can't really take her to a lot of this stuff.
Yeah, she's still too young. I think I think the trials for kids are still in progress.
Well, yeah, there was a trial for kids coming up here in Tennessee, but she's going to be out of state with her mom, so.
Okay.
Okay. Or like that's over the summer, so.
Mm-hmm,
Okay.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So, okay, who will we benefit? Did I do... So that last thing where I raised like $2,100 for Child's Play, that was in March, right? That was like March 27th, I think.
Yes. Yes, it was. It was definitely in March.
Cool. But I this month is your Feeding America thing, and I showed up to that, so...
Well, it's ongoing, and that was actually the question that I wanted to ask you right as you hit live was, could I mention it while we're here?
Well, I already mentioned it, so I guess so.
Well, there you go. It's all month long, so
yeah.
I'm fundraising as part of the Let Us Fight Hunger challenge, and so I'm trying to raise $2,500 before the end of the month. And so I'll be doing Among Us and Minecraft and a bunch of other stuff all month, and I think on the 30th, I'm going to do probably a 4-hour Among Us stream as kind of like the final push to hit that goal, depending on where it is, where I am at that point. I'm at, I think, 625 right now.
Cool.
So if you want to come for another Among Us event, come on over.
Yeah, I like it.
Cool.
Okay. What was I... So things that we are trying this month. So we've got new theme for HHH. I got the taxes done, and I've already paid the quarterly and the 2020.
Perfect. So, okay.
Taxes are done.
GG.
And we got 3 days left to go, so...
Nicely done.
I'm proud of me. Okay, so... In terms of things to build that tie back in with our other stuff, so... yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to go to these, like, the fish fry or the boat race since Corinne's not vaccinated. So... I probably don't want to do builds around those. I'll put a question mark for Ever Given Interior.
Okay.
So every year I do a Patreon monument. And I was thinking from the inside of the ship, labeling different shipping containers with the names of different patrons would be but that means we need like a floor and lighting and things inside where people can go. So, yeah.
And here I thought that the candy cane Parthenon in the Christmas district was your thing this year.
Was that going to be the patron monument? I thought I was just building it for Christmas.
Oh, see, I always thought it was in your Parthenons. So
Oh, no, so
it was an assumption on my end.
Last season it was incidentally in the Ghost Parthenon. But like the
Yes.
season before, so in season 4 I had a terracotta army. In season 6 I had the Ghost Parthenon. I forget what I did in season 5.
That's a good question because I don't remember either.
Which one was season 5? Okay, that was because season 6 we had all the districts with the trains. Season 4 was the Mesa.
Mm-hmm.
If anybody knows what we did in season 5 of HermitCraft, none of us wrote it down, so please let me know. Okay.
I'd ask Manatee, but I don't even think he remembers.
No, it's fine.
Manatee's my husband, by the way. Manatee gag.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, let's make sure I didn't miss any PayPal alerts. Cool. Looks like we're good.
All right.
So, yeah. I'm trying to think if there's anything coming up in April in particular we need to factor in. Oh, I remember. Other things I need to do. So we have draw for charity website.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you for reminding me. I have to write a bio, and I'm going to commission a drawing for me.
Okay.
Thank you for reminding me.
Yeah, no problem.
Inadvertently.
Yeah, I do what I can. Okay. So,
Joel Stoner, we were trying to remember what Joe did for his patrons in season 5, if there was a Parthenon involved or not. We can't remember.
I can't remember anything about season 5. I don't know if it's a thing.
That's valid. It was a long time ago.
Okay. Continue to cart.
Astropug, I am helping Joe with his quarterly planning meeting. I'm NJ, and I'm his project manager.
Yay. Okay. So I just registered drawforcharity.org and drawforcharity.com because I realize I'm going to need those to start working on the website. And the second I mention online that we're going to start working on the website, somebody might snatch those up. So I have locked those in for the next 5 years. Yay, next problem. Okay.
Hi, Winnie.
Season 5. Oh, season 5 was when we did Ravenloft. Okay, yeah. That's right. Oh, that was Red Sky Bay season. Yeah.
Yes, it was.
Okay, cool. So
yes, it was.
So I need to work on the Draw for Charity website. Okay.
And a bio.
I need a. Oh, well.
They're not that hard to come up with.
I know. So, let's see. May 1st is the Kentucky Derby. May 5th is Cinco de Mayo. Or was there anything else in April before? Sorry.
Let me double check if there was anything that we talked about that I saved on the thing. Let's see, monthly outline. You have here April, National Poetry Month, Dalit History Month, and I saw that you had ICCC on it.
Well, I'm
But
not
I don't
doing
think you're going that.
ICCC.
Didn't think you were.
Um,
My brother isn't either.
yeah. Okay. So.
06. Okay, we'll look at that when May comes up.
Yeah, I don't like. So here's the thing about the May 4th is I feel like Disney should have to pay for promotional consideration. They have enough money and they're not giving me any of it.
Mm-hmm.
So I might go hang out with Ren if he hosts something, but I don't think I'm going to go out of my way to. I'm happy to grace his May 4th event with my presence, but I'm not going to plan one. I got to put planning into my own stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, so let's see. Um, let me just look at the receipt for these domains to make sure I spelled them right. Okay, yeah.
Oh goodness. Okay.
Drawforcharity.org, drawforcharity.com. Okay, I'm going to. How do I Control Alt Shift print screen? Is that? Yeah. I'm not used to Windows. Windows has a totally different print screen thing. Hopefully there's nothing incriminating in here. So we Snatch is up for 5 years. Okay. So we have drawforcharity.com, drawforcharity.org. Okay. So yeah. Bum.
Okay.
And then I'll put a note. I'll redirect from .com to the .org. I've got a bunch of leased rack-mounted servers. I'll host the site on one of them at no additional cost. Okay. Cool. So, next up. Okay, so April, National Poetry Month.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't really not been able to do a great job of writing new poems. So, and part of that is that I tend to do that when I have time by myself in nature. And with COVID, I've basically had my daughter with me 100% of the time. And so I have not had a lot of opportunities in nature to reflect on my own. And she's getting old enough, though, that like I feel like I've noticed the last few times we've gone out like on hikes and stuff, like, you know, she could probably give me a little bit of space and like, okay, you sit and draw a picture of, draw pictures of the flowers that we see while I sit and write or something like that. Like I feel like
That's a great idea.
because I don't know if I have the notebook with me, but she does do like when I take her to places, she'll do nature sketches of like flowers and butterflies and stuff. And I mean, they look like a 6, 7, or 8-year-old made them. They're not like, oh wow, a botanist did this, but like they're good for like her age, like she'll put real effort into them.
That's adorable.
January 16th is National Take a Poet Out to Lunch Day. Yeah, but I missed this year. Okay. I wrote an amazing Ever Given poem the other night. I wrote a haiku. Haikus are, like, I feel it's easier for me to extemporaneize haikus than to do so for, like, full poems. And it's not that I have like writer's block or anything because I know I have the skills. I wrote that I write the haikus. I wrote the song the other night. It's just that yeah, the two places that I used to write the most poems was alone in nature or on public transportation because like just on the bus driving around the city looking at stuff, it would be a really good. But public transit lately with the COVID has not been super
Hmm.
viable. Um,
Yeah, I'm still not taking public transit here for the foreseeable future.
yeah,
So, yep.
yeah. So Josh says my best poems are written outside as well, or when I'm very sad. Yeah, I think a lot of it has to do with getting outside of your normal day to day. And I'm very happy for you that being very sad is outside your normal day to day. That is good. Um. So yeah. Um. Yeah, traveling is another time that I get a lot of good ideas for poems. Like, because when you're at home, you've always got so many things like that are, oh, I got to do the dishes, I got to do the laundry, I got to just manage all these things. So yeah.
Hmm.
Um. So yeah, write new poems. I'm gonna put on there. We've been doing more outdoor stuff lately. It's just the weather has been great for it, and she's like older and more able to engage in extended periods of physical activity. So
Hmm.
May.
Hmm.
Um, what happens in May? We've got end of school year.
Hmm.
Um, do we know people who are doing any charity stuff in May, in particular? Like I know we're gonna be doing a ton of behind the scenes stuff for Draw 4.
Well, because I'm doing all this stuff in April, I either will postpone or I'm postponing anything would normally do for my birthday,
Mm-hmm.
and instead I'm going to keep it private.
Okay, that's fine.
If I stream, it'll be at some point during the day. But I've talked to like Fally and them, and I want to do something private,
Yeah. Okay. Um.
so keep that day free ish.
Okay. Um. Can you put down a note that I
Hmm.
need to reach out to Fally
Yes.
about um t-shirt printing where he lives?
Hmm.
Because remember how we had that thing where we talked about having people in
Yes.
different countries or different economic regions print stuff and then ship it?
Yep.
I was
I
thinking
remember.
that out of all the people I know in the EU, Fally might be the best equipped talent wise um, to manage a project like that. Um,
Yeah, especially since he's coming to the tail end of his thesis and everything.
yeah, and so that'd be some extra cash for him. And I mean, obviously, it's work because he would have to pick up the shirts from his local printer and he'd have to ship them all over the EU. But at least at that point, nothing goes through customs. Because one thing we were talking about on our weekly planning call, which is only for Patreon patrons, and Jay and I were
Hmm.
discussing that the way we might want to do international shipping of the first round of T-shirts and stuff is to have one person in each different economic region or each different shipping region print the shirts there and then send those shirts around that region. So like instead of me mailing a bunch of shirts to Canada where they all have to go to customs or go through customs, I email a PDF to somebody in Canada who takes that to
Hmm.
their local print shop and then sends those shirts inside of Canada. We don't have to deal with shipping stuff from China to Canada or to the EU or anything like that. Um, and yeah. So, I mean, that sort of thing. We probably wouldn't really get off the ground until September, October if we're going to try and hit
Hmm.
Christmas. But it is something like we need to figure out if he would even be amenable to that. Um, so, yeah. Okay.
Yep, I made a note. I'll put an action item in it for you in the regular. Do you remember to check the daily doc, right?
I have not checked that for 3 months. Like, I know it's there, and if you tell me to find something in particular there, but, like, honestly, I just feel like I'm just constantly overwhelmed with the amount of stuff there is to do in the new apartment. Like,
Mm-hmm.
there's stuff like towel racks falling off the walls, doors falling off closets. It's
Yeesh.
like I'm just continuously just trying to like so yeah, I don't know. Like I feel like I'm getting caught up though. I feel like
You
most of the things that were likely to fall off of something have already fallen off at this point and have been, like I've had a ton of light bulbs burn out as well, but like, that's easy compared to some of the stuff like um one of the doors I just put away. I just put it in a slightly larger closet because I was just like, I can't. The way that this thing was attached doesn't make any sense in the first place. No wonder it didn't stay on. But
okay?
but
But
yeah. So
okay,
basically, like I'm like, yeah, no, I need to start when Corinne goes to her mom's for the summer.
yeah.
I'm going to need that doc very badly. That was why we created it, was to like manage
Mm-hmm.
things day to day to help me kind of keep focused so I could keep churning through things all day. The problem
Mm-hmm.
is when Corinne is here, there's always something for me to do. So, like, even if the document exists, I don't necessarily even get to look at it because I'm dealing with whatever's in front of me. You know what I mean?
I completely understand. For certain things, I mean, obviously, some of these items can wait.
Yeah.
Um,
Well,
but for anything that's immediate, what we could do is we could put reminders in your calendar.
stuff that's yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Stuff that's immediate needs to go in the calendar.
Yeah,
Um,
we can put stuff in the calendar to make it easier, and then over the summer, when the situation changes, then we can amend that doc. And I think we're going to end up talking a little bit more often, so
yeah.
we can do use that to check in, um, and go from there.
Mahia Zero says, "Did you tell the apartment people about the door? That seems kind of serious." Well, it wasn't the front door. If it was the front door, then yes. But if it's just a closet, honestly, I have made it this far without getting COVID. I just want what I'm doing is I'm making a big list, and as soon as that second shot, which I just got today, is like fully active, then I'm gonna go to them with the list. But I don't want to have extra people in my apartment for things that are not urgent. You know what I mean? Like, right? It's like I'm so close to the end of the tunnel here. I just don't want it just doesn't feel like a good the risk reward doesn't work out math wise. No, this is
Yeah, you're making the right call.
yeah, it's a lot of this stuff is trade-offs and so
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yeah, that's how we are about it, honestly.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, let's see. Just got message from my rental insurance people. That's fine. No
Okay.
surprises there. It's like I'm just checking my email as we're doing the stream. So if something comes in and they're like, "Your rental insurance is 5 times as much as before," we can pad that in. But no, we don't need to.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, isn't Mother's Day in America in May?
Yes, it is.
Let's put that on here
Mother's
maybe.
Day, I believe, is May. It's May 9th.
Okay.
It's May 9th.
I didn't even know that England had an earlier Mother's Day until like last year, but apparently they
Me
do.
neither.
So I'm learning a lot.
Learn something new every day, my dad used to say.
Yeah. Not today says May 24th is Brothers Day in case you want to do something for Sean. The thing is, I have 4 brothers, and so that gets really expensive, and I can't play favorites. So we're just going to pretend it doesn't exist. Uh, okay. May 12th is National Limerick Day. Really? Let's double check that before we put this on the board. This is an authoritative board. I'm gonna search National Limerick Day, and then
Oh dear.
I'll see what the top result is. May 12th. Okay. Yeah. Pays homage to Edward Lear.
There is a holiday for everything.
Okay. Okay. So Edward Lear, National Limerick Day, May 12th. Let me just wiki Edward Lear real quick and just skim to the controversies section just to make sure that this isn't gonna blow up on me.
Good call.
Okay, there is no controversies section. That's a good sign. Born 1812. Okay. I know Badger's gone to sleep because she's not claiming like, oh, and he's related to me somehow.
Yeah, no, she's not in the chat tonight.
Yeah. Lear was born into a middle-class family, the penultimate of 21 children. That's the second to last. He was the 20th out of 21 siblings. So,
goodness.
Yeah. Well, that's how people end up all related in England, clearly.
Okay.
So, okay. So he was an artist. He drew birds. He traveled to Greece and Egypt. See, the real way to celebrate this would be like, hey, we're going to go to Egypt for May 12th to celebrate Edward Lear.
Sorry.
But it's next year. He proposed twice to a woman 46 years his junior. But she said no. Yeah. I'm going to assume he wasn't 47 at the time or anything that scandalous, but yeah. He illustrated Tennyson's poems. Yeah, he has a bunch of works here. His bird drawings or paintings are really good. But okay, yeah, nothing in here that's like, okay, we absolutely will. It's gonna blow back on me for talking about this guy. Okay, I don't know. People are saying I'm glad that person removed that comment. I don't know what they removed, but the fact that everybody's saying that means I'm gonna time them out just so they have time to think about what they did. Is there any major game launches coming up? April 30th is Pokemon Snap.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So, and I
forgot about that.
Yeah, I promised Corinne I would buy her that. Okay. I put in this net so I wouldn't fall all the way to the bottom, and then I didn't even hit it. That's fine.
Oof.
This is a little bit of a death trap. I'm just gonna be honest. This whole thing. Wait. We are 4 months early. It's down there. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna put Pokemon Snap on here? Question mark. Because like I have the ability to capture footage from the Nintendo Switch, and I'm gonna be buying the game anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Pokemon Pearl re-release and Pokemon Arceus. Are those in April as well, or when are they?
I don't even remotely know.
So that's Gen 4 is a generation that I never actually got to. Like I bought them and then I only got like 3 hours into them because when I bought them used like years later, and Corinne had just been born, and I was like, this will be something fun to play, you know, when I'm hanging out with the baby without anything to do, because my wife is at work. And then it turned out the baby needed more attention than I thought, so I never actually really got to play Diamond and Pearl. So it's called like Shining Diamond or Shining Pearl and Luminescent Diamond or Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. Late 2021. Okay, so that's not soon. Miitopia for Switch is coming May 21st. I don't know what Miitopia is.
I don't either.
Okay. Superi Crisp says, "Do you play other games?" Yeah. I throw darts. I actually don't know what that hit.
Oh.
I think it's lodged in a cardboard box. There's no dartboard in here. That was maybe more dramatic than it needed to be. But yeah. Let's see.
You need a Velcro dartboard.
But I don't have Velcro darts, NJ. These are real darts. Because the thing is that my office, where I used to work, there was a dartboard right outside of it. And so when Corinne would come there to hang out with me after class, she would get out of school, she could go throw darts at the dartboard and not interrupt me while I work. Children love sharp things. What about going back to games that were released on the same date but a different year? Well, there's no urgency to that, so that's not a bad idea. But like, we're trying to, like, I didn't do a Mario thing for Mario 35. So yeah.
Okay, so you need a dartboard and some corkboard to put behind it.
I don't think I'm actually gonna get a dartboard in here.
I know. I'm still putting it on the list anyway. You told me to put wacky things on it, so
actually,
I did.
Wait, where did you actually do that capital expenses list? Is that in here?
It's under a different list called brainstorming list. I just started writing stuff
file
down. Yeah, you should have access to it. It's in the Google Doc.
I don't have access necessarily to every document you've ever made. Oh, here it is.
Yes, you do.
Well, I mean, I do, but like, I think I have to like admin hijack your account. But you did share this one with me. Okay.
I did share it with you. Yes.
Okay, so dun 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 dun. Yeah, this Minneapolis meetup we were talking about for late July. If the cops keep killing people, that's going to be hard to do. So
yeah, I heard about what happened yesterday, and I'm still very upset about it.
Yeah, I don't like. So, yeah, since this is a conversation where I'm paying you hourly, we'll process those emotions later. Mr. Hardluck tips 5 and says HHH already has an awesome theme by Motorhead, and doesn't need a new one. This is a WWE reference. Gotcha. Well, Hermits helping Hermits is getting two new themes anyway. That's going to put us $2 past our next phase camera expansion target. So here we go. It's time to expand you. So thank you very much there, Mr. Hardluck. Okay.
Understood that reference.
So, let's see. I guess we could pin things to the dartboard and throw them at it. Here's the thing is I would almost say the dartboard makes sense at the point where we're setting up like a pinball area.
Mm-hmm.
Like once I can either rent or somehow purchase a pinball machine, probably rent. But the thing is I don't want to put a dartboard right next to a rental pinball machine because that's how you end up owing money on top of the rental fee. So, yeah, maybe not. Okay,
unless you put it perpendicular on the opposite wall.
Yeah, but then but like the idea was like, oh, we could just point the camera like slightly over, like darts break.
Oh dear.
Or something.
I will tell you firsthand that's a very bad idea. Before we had the thought of putting corkboard around the dartboard, my friend would come over and throw darts. We had so many holes in our wall from all the times she missed the board.
Yeah, so we're not putting it next to the rental.
No.
Okay. So bum t-shirts. Yeah, this is all seems fine. Okay. Next problem. Okay. Jamie Lee says, what is this stream? Just joined. This is a quarterly planning stream. This is my quarterly planning tower. We have years like 2021, then months like February, March, April, May, June. July's below us. Like, we're just better than it. Let's see, though. So April is basically... Dang it. Okay, see, this is why we put this here. So we don't fall to our death.
That's correct. This was a good call yesterday, for sure.
Yes. See, look at that. I really do need to keep the ender pearls on the hotbar, though, because, like... Yeah. Okay. 2021... So back to May. May... See, I don't think I'm going to be able to do a lot of meetups or travel or anything because I'll still have my daughter unvaccinated, and I don't want to risk her contracting or carrying anything. So let's roll over here to June.
Yes.
And so we have possible local meetups. We have merch store launch. Domestic.
Yes. Yeah, you have domestic merch launch already on the wall.
Oh, do I?
Yes, you do. It's right next to where you're putting that sign.
Possible local meet. Yeah, you're right. Okay. It's not right next to it. It's on the other side of the torch. Okay.
Oh, well, I saw it, so.
Yeah. You're right. Okay.
Father's Day on there?
Yeah, you're right. That is in June. Okay, so that's... Yeah, yep. Okay. That's the 16th, I think. No, it can't be the 16th. It's the 21st.
I'm looking now.
22nd.
20th.
June 20th. Okay.
It's June 20th.
Okay. Bum.
Yep.
Okay.
Hello, Iceland. It's me, NJ.
Okay. Yes. Bum. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. I need to take a hydration break. NJ, since we can't play music without risking losing the VOD, how do you feel about doing some sort of open Q&A where you read the chat and then respond to the questions, or do you need a break too?
I would love to do that. That sounds like fun.
Okay, so I'm going to leave NJ on while I do this hydration break. I'm not going to do a thanks thing since we're not doing the music, but I will be right back.
Okay, so basically all you can ask me just about anything. Iceland says MJ or NJ. NJ as in New Jersey. It's short for New Jersey. Toxic Glitter asks, have you ever played Temtems? I don't even know what that is. Oh, hold on. Let me pull up the YouTube. Do I have the YouTube chat open? I do. Yes, open Q&A. I have both chats open. Yergi, how's it going today? I am great. I am 5 days out from past getting my second dose. And while I'm still tired, I'm feeling fantastic. This is the least stressed I've been in months. Nyaptra says, opinion on Joe's magnificent hair. It is indeed magnificent. Carjul, how did you meet Joe? I will get to that in a second because that's a little bit of a story. Case Walker Space Talker says, how do I take my coffee? Half and half, too tumbly, grumbly almond milk. I take my coffee with almond milk and a little bit of sweetened flavored creamer. Or if I'm at a coffee shop, I'll get a mocha or something like that. It has to be a little bit sweeter and it has to have milk in it because coffee in and of itself is too acidic for me. It triggers my reflux otherwise. Makadu, would you rather fight a horse-sized duck or 100 duck-sized horses? Neither. I would try to befriend them and make them my army. Would a 4th of July themed episode work with an international audience? If there are fireworks, people like fireworks. Pineapple on pizza? No. Cadbury eggs, cream or the mini? The cream ones, because I would share them with my friend B. Okay, so Dahlia asked, how long have I been working with Joe? It'll be a year in June, but we've known each other for almost 3 years. To answer the question from before, I met Joe with my husband Manatee Gag at a convention called Too Many Games, which he's mentioned from time to time. That's where it was with him, Wells Knight, Mrs. Wells Knight, and Python. And he, Wells, and Python were doing the HermitCraft panel at this convention. And it was within driving distance for Manatee Gag and I. Manatee Gag, for those of you who just came in, is my husband. I am a dog person. I'm allergic to cats. So I don't mind mini eggs, and I don't work for other YouTubers. New Jersey is a nice place to live. I love my state. It wouldn't be in my nickname otherwise. Excuse me. So we decided to go to the conference or the convention, and it was in this like little back room. Like it was in the back of the convention center where they were, and it had a little white and black sign that said HermitCraft on it. And I want to go to Germany, Clyde the cat. Too Many Games sounds like a lie. It really wasn't. They were just like jam-packed. They had everything from old school video games, like stuff that Manatee Gag and I had when we were kids, to modern stuff. They had pop figures. It was just like, it was banana pants. So we get there, and I have been, I'll get to that in a second, Maya. Only in Elizabeth, Dahlia. Only in Elizabeth. He's rocking it on Legacy. Case Walker, I think Python is doing his own thing, and if he wants to come back, he will of his own accord. I don't know otherwise. But Python was awesome. He was just very, very shy. Wells Knight was kind of the in between, because Joe, of course, is very, out there and gregarious, and just boisterous. And so Wells Knight was kind of the in between. So we got to talk to them for a half hour before their panel. That I still can't, because I'm allergic to cat saliva. So if a cat scratches me or licks me, I break out and then I start wheezing, and it's a bad time for everybody involved. Fun fact, all of my close friends have cats. It's awesome when I come visit, but my friends are awesome like that. Knee up. Oh, you got it. Knee up. I will remember that. So we got to talk to them for a half hour. We went to their panel. Panel was wonderful. There were a lot of jokes about, I think it was season 6 back then, that season 6 or 7 was starting. And then we got to talk to them for a half hour after that. And so we ended up connecting on Twitter, and then we ended up at PAX Unplugged together. And then, he came to visit with us. We had dinner, and it kind of just snowballed from there. I ended up joining his Patreon community, which, if you want to do that, you should. It's fantastic. You can be part of the Discord for $5 or more a month. It's patreon.com/Joe Hills.
Mm-hmm.
You won't regret it. Welcome back.
Yeah, so one thing that NJ did not mention is that the reason that I decided to actively hire NJ was...
They didn't ask you that, though.
Okay, well, never mind then. I guess I thought
but
it was...
tell them anyway.
Okay, yeah, so... our mutual friend Pasta was organizing this charity event called Draw for Charity last year, and I noticed that Pasta had a lot of the same bad habits I had organizationally, and I was watching NJ basically walk behind him and fix all of them. And I was just like, that's the sort of person I need to help me with my bad organizational habits. So, yeah. So there we go. Okay.
They were rapid firing me. It was wonderful.
No, good job on the rapid fire, rapid response. You might not be a task force, but you're a force to be reckoned with. Not Breckenridge or something.
I'd watch on repeat for 24 hours. What would it be? Josh Bradford, it would be Spaceballs.
Oh, I forgot to put my hair down again. Hold on. I won't be able to hear you while I take these off.
That's okay. I'll just keep answering questions because they keep throwing them. They keep throwing them at me. Dahlia, I don't want to know the answer to that question. I don't want to. I am a force of nature, I guess. It's all the diners.
There we go. Okay, cool. So let's see. When we left off, we were talking about May. You know what I realized though is I haven't. So Too Many Games 2021.
We were talking about June, actually.
Yeah. Okay. But Too Many Games 2021 is October 8th through 10th.
Oh,
Now,
is it?
October's going to be crazy for me with the other events going on, but they're not travel events.
What was that date again?
8th
October
through
8th to the
10th
10th?
in the Greater Philadelphia Expo Center, which means not in Philadelphia. Greater Philadelphia means either rent a car or have someone rent a car for you. It's yeah. So
Probst, I try. I don't, though.
okay.
Case Walker, disco fries. Come on now.
Too many games.
Okay.
October. Now the thing is, one of the nice things about this is that they actually did pay. So unlike a lot of the conventions I go to, they actually had a per diem, or I don't know if they had a per diem for food, but they did cover our hotel room and they covered our transportation to and from the airport.
That's pretty awesome right there.
Yeah.
Is have you been contacted by them?
No, the thing is that Wells knows one of the organizers. So let me post something real quick. Now, the big thing is, because this is during the school year, it might be hard for me to get up there the entire weekend. So the other ones are in the Nashville area, so I can just drive there with my kid. But Anno Choco Banana Pirate Blaze says, Joe, does your long hair ever make your back itchy? No? Is that a thing that happens to people? Okay, also, I didn't do a good enough job making this look dumb. Ugh. Hold on.
You have a very you have a very you had a rocker mullet going on for a split second.
Yeah, I had something, but
yeah,
okay.
You had something.
Now it's just in my face.
Yeah, no, that's not
like
that's
in a
not working for you.
And that's not great.
No.
Okay, I think I had folded over. Hold on.
It is like Poutine 99 Red Dragons.
And floofed this way. And somehow. This shows how much I'm good at doing hair. I don't normally... okay. Nothing of value was accomplished.
Have you seen my hair lately?
It looks dumb in the back, but you can't see the back. Okay. Okay. Anyway. So.
It's cute. They're still asking me questions in chat.
No, that's fine. But, we did get some tips here. Emerald City, thank you for the 20, who says, there are good reasons corporations conduct quarterly meetings. Kudos. Well, thank you. We try our best. Professional Minecrafter here. Because I'm making my hair look dumb at the quarterly meeting. Either way, enter the Jost. Bum, 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 bum.
Yay!
Yay! Y'all have seen these tips go straight to my head with each $20 milestone we hit, but now, like Jacob Marley, these chains I forged in life are about to begin pulling me down to the deep below. I have entered. I am the Jost. And let's see. It looks like we also got another tip here from... No, we didn't. Yay, alerts. They're alertful. Oh, no, okay, I got 2 emails from PayPal. One was letting me know I got paid. The other one is that I just paid for some backup space. Okay, that's fine. The money comes in, the money goes out. It's a business. Yeah. Oh, well. Let's see. So, too many games might not be viable this year.
Okay.
But, here's the thing, though, is depending on what they offer... Now, if they do offer, hey, we'll cover all your expenses, I still have to cover babysitting, but, it's free trip. So, yeah, we'll have to see. Okay. How heavy are these chains? These are actual metal chains. They're pretty heavy. But, they're supposed to remind us of our obligations to others. So, yay. Namvada, thank you for the congratulations on my second shot. It's kind of out of frame now. I probably should get green band-aids, though.
They're on the list.
Yeah. Okay. This is thank you, NJ. Okay, so we're back down here at October when we need to be back in like May and June.
Yeah, we need to be in May and June.
So, okay, rolling back here. Um, oh, I. So I have some tentative dates for Play on Con, but I'm realizing if I put them on the board when they haven't been announced, I'll get in trouble. But it's not 4th of July weekend anymore, at least.
That's okay. We have a TBD.
So,
If you want to DM those to me, I can put them in the I can put those in the doc for us.
okay, cool.
But yeah, don't put them on the thing.
Yeah, yeah. The chains are a reference to A Christmas Carol. Thank you. I forged these in life.
Gabriel, that's a very silly question.
Okay.
He asks, is get NJ a thank you gift on the schedule? Doing stuff like this is thank you enough.
Is it? Okay.
I get a kick out of this.
Yeah, so actually let's actually go down here. We do need to put no, let's go down to December here. And I do need to put like so this year the math on everything was crazy because like I didn't know what my tax liability was going to be, but yeah, and also for the mod staff, they were like hired like late October. So it seemed kind of early to do end of year bonuses, but this December we do need to work that. No, but you know what though? Here's the thing about end of year bonuses. If you don't give your end of year bonuses before Black Friday, they're kind of a waste for like Christmas. So we should shoot to. We need to do like an actual finance call that will not be public to see.
No, or should it be?
But yeah, that is like legitimately something that I was not able to do this year because money was super tight with the landlord jacking up my rent and a bunch of other stuff, and everybody was still pretty new. So,
you needed to get that squared away.
Yeah, but I have no excuse for next year, and that is something that we do need to figure out.
Maybe for the next planning session, we can do a kind of almost a year in review, because my 1 year with you is June 4th.
Yeah.
And yes, my birthday is on the wall.
Okay.
But that's because it's also considered a holiday.
Yeah. Yeah, there probably should be a year in review thing, because I officially, like, I quit my day job July 1st of last year. And so, even though I'm not really full-time the way I want to be at this, with all the distractions going on right now. Yeah, I think a year in review message is appropriate. Here's something that I need to do in May, though, is I probably need to also start, like, more concrete S8 base planning. Because, like, Cleo and I had a bunch of ideas we talked about, like, 6 months ago, but we are not, like, we never selected anything. It's like, oh, let's see what they add to the game. But, like, by end of May, we should know what they're going to add to the game enough to really start making a decision.
Oh, thank you, not today. In June, Juneteenth.
Yes.
Thank you for that, not today.
Yep, Dahlia mentioned that as well in the, Dahlia was responding to not today, yeah. Not today says, wait, Season 8 already. Well, Season 8's going to be starting, they said, the new Minecraft release is going to be sometime this summer. So, the thing is, anything that happens in June or July that I need to think about in advance, I need to think about it between now and June and July. So it might need to go in May, it might need to go in April, but, you know, that sort of thing. Okay, so originally I was thinking the big benefit in May was going to be Draw 4. I'm worried about, I don't want to overcommit to other people's charity streams during April and May, because I'm going to be doing just behind the scenes stuff for Draw 4
Yeah.
like the website stuff. So I'm like, as long as to some degree, the benefit thing, I don't care if people see me doing it. I care if I feel like I got to the end of the month and didn't do anything. But like, there's no way I'll get to the end of May and be like, oh, I didn't do anything to help people this month. I feel terrible. So
Yeah, no, we're gonna be very busy over the next 11 weeks.
yeah. So yeah, draw 4 website building. One thing I've been thinking about doing is live streaming some of the website coding work to Discord streams or screen share type of thing, because I don't want to moderate a public chat during something like that, and I would be doing it like during the day when I might be interrupted by my daughter and have to do school, like help her with school stuff for 5 minutes here and there, and it feels like that's a lot more interruptible than a Twitch chat with dozens of people in it. But maybe I should be, maybe that doesn't go in my Discord. Maybe that goes in the Draw 4 Discord though. That,
well,
I don't know.
Well, the draw, maybe the draw 4, or if you wanted to have it in a different space. But I mean, we do have the separate area. So if you just wanted it to go for like us, you could do it that way. If you want all of draw 4, like whoever's in that Discord to see it, that's fine too. See what you feel comfortable, where you feel comfortable.
Sorry, people are having an argument about landlord versus landmaster, and I completely did not hear anything that you just said. But
that's all right.
Yeah, anything that brings it closer to slave owner, you're not gonna want to do. Sorry, could you just repeat what you said, NJ?
I said it all depends on who you want the audience to be. Do you want to do it in the main draw for general chat, or
so to some degree the goal is just to keep me accountable to, like, if I say I'm gonna work on this for 3 hours on a Wednesday morning, knowing that like 2 or 3 people might show up to watch me work on it, but without the obligations of actually running a live stream and having to keep up with chat, because like the distraction that we just had, I just don't have the, I can't keep the programming model stuff. Like, I have to model everything in my head and then keep it in my head. And so
yeah. Okay, I'll let's see. Where is that on here? Discords. Okay. Hi, Game Mode Cat. I'm NJ. I'm Joe's project manager, and I'm who he's speaking with.
Yeah.
And
it's in the upper right.
Yeah, go ahead. Oh, it's on the upper right. Yeah.
I'm
Composer. This is his work area for this.
This is my planning tower. We are in a lighthouse that's a model of the Tower of Hercules, full of calendar pages, basically. Who
knew this would end up what it would be used for?
Yeah. Okay. So. Okay, let's. I feel like we were just talking about something and I've lost it. Oh, we were talking about Draw 4. We were talking about website stuff. Okay, so
that's where we left off.
Yeah. Let's go down to our project area, which is down here. And let's just put up a project wall for Draw 4 website. Let's grab this one. Okay, so we needed buy domains. Done.
Yep. Check.
I need to do forward.com to .org. Done. I need to set up a records for .org. I need to set up vhost Apache config for site. I need to set up database user for site. Set up CMS. So we want US weeks. So start Sunday. Basic SEO stuff. Okay. We need to create user accounts for editors. We need to... So the big things that the site is going to have is it's going to have people, so site content. Let's move this away from the to-dos. Let's move this down. Okay, so in terms of the sort of data we need to store, we're going to have your basic blog posts or updates. We'll just call those posts. We'll have basic pages, but we'll also have things that have specific types of data around them, like people and events, right? And so taxonomies, we will need a event tag and associated metadata. So like, just bear with me here. Each item on our calendar for the 48-hour stream is going to need a description, it's going to need a list of people associated with it, and it's going to need like a time, right? You know, stuff like that. And once we get to the point where if we have more than one event planned at once, we need to be able to have these not interfere with each other. So, okay. This should be really simple. What social do we have? Do we just have the Twitch and the Twitter?
We have, as far as I understand, we only have the Twitch and the Twitter.
Okay, that's fine.
We don't have Instagram or anything like that.
I don't want Instagram. Facebook owns it, so...
I stopped using mine too, pretty much, so...
Yeah, I'll just complain if somebody brings up Instagram. Okay. So, let's see. This should not be hard. So, for our actual sitemap, we could make a sitemap with signs in Minecraft. This is getting very silly. But, okay. In terms, you know. So, the sitemap could... So, we are going to have front page about give. So about is going to have longer overview slash board bios, whether we're called the board or not, like and then okay, so the front page will have short overview. So the short version of who we are, schedule, and it's gonna have so the calls to action on this are going to be follow on Twitter. Let's just say follow on social. Give during a giving period. Contact us, I guess.
Yeah, there should be a contact us. There is a draw for email.
Okay, so we can get that set up so that email receives at something like info@drawforcharity.com or .org now that we own it.
Yeah, I think that's how we have it set up. And
well, we don't, because we don't own the domain name until like an hour ago. It's not set up that way now.
No, I meant the email itself. That's what the email address is, I think.
No. Well, what I'm saying is it can't possibly be info@drawforcharity.org because the domain name part, it would be like something at gmail.com, but we could forward.
Yeah, that's what I meant, gmail.com.
Yeah.
But if we forward it, we can forward it.
Oh, if you don't know where the rules are, I time you out, just so you know. So you have an extra amount of time to read the rules. So that's fun. Okay. Can a corporation be evil? Yes. How is that hard to understand? That's like saying, can a nation be evil? A national government can be evil. It is possible, and it happens. So yeah. Okay. Okay. So what are we doing? Okay, so we've got a rough... I'm just trying to think of what do I need from other people here. Because,
well, let's see. Besides the bios, Pasta ultimately has to figure out how he wants us to be properly set up if he ultimately wants to make us a legitimate charity.
we would need a board for that, I think.
And I've talked with him. I've spoken with him about starting to think about how he wants to do that.
Yeah. Because we don't need it yet, but we will need it eventually. Oh, wait, we need an FAQ.
Oh, yeah, good call.
Because, like, for example... if you're not a 501c and you don't accept donations directly, who pays for stuff? And the board just pays for stuff out of pocket. Would be the answer there. So yeah, we're gonna sitemap FAQ. And whoops. Some sort of weird delay there. Cool. Yeah. People are asking how to tip. You can tip via paypal.me/JoeHills. I'll go ahead and post that in the YouTube chat there, since NJ already posted it in the other one. Legal notice, privacy info. Yeah. That's more of a footer thing. You don't necessarily need that. And the other thing is with the privacy stuff, a lot of that's only required if you're using cookies or storing data, which we don't necessarily need to do. So EU cookies is only something if you're tracking people, like using Google Analytics and stuff. And quite honestly, I don't see any reason to do that. I'm going to say that we should just not, because why would we? Like... So, yeah, I mean, I'm not going to have... There's nothing on the site you need cookies for. So... Like, this is a really simple brochure website where we're going to send people somewhere else to actually do the tip. Or not tips, to do the donations. So, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I think it honestly depends on which charities we're working with at the time in terms of using their own system or using Draw or using Tiltify or some other means.
Well, I mean, basically, if we're not setting up our own shopping cart system, or which there's no reason to at this point. I don't see us getting to a point where we need a shopping cart because we're supporting other charities. We're a fundraising organization. We're not a charity ourselves.
Yeah.
Like, so. Yeah.
That's also why I've encouraged Pasta to start thinking about it.
Okay. Well, so yeah, this is a lot of the preliminary work for this stuff is done. Like these charity sites, I've built them for clients that do lots more than we do. And I've maintained them for a decade, and so I know what works, I know what doesn't, and I know what we need, and I know what we don't. So getting a simple one out the door once we get those designs.
Yeah, and we should have those by the end of the week, thankfully.
Yeah. So the beneficiary organization, Child's Play, is a registered nonprofit. We're just a group of friends that does like fundraising streams. So because we don't accept any money, we let people give money directly to the charity. We don't have to do a lot of tax stuff. It saves a lot of trouble. Okay. So 99 Red Dragon says it'd be nice if there was some sort of third-party thing that could combine both chats. No, it wouldn't, because then they would go twice as fast. I like that the chats are slow. Okay.
No, Draw for Charity is not a 503c or a 501c or anything like that.
Yeah. That's the sort of stuff that goes in the FAQ. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, Draw for Charity website. Write new poems. Oh. Okay. So, domestic merch pre-order. So, some of the stuff that I need to figure out for the domestic merch pre-order system will probably be based on, like, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna look into that this month a little bit, but I don't know.
You have some questions already started for your local vendor.
Yep.
They're in the merch section of the updated future planning doc.
Gotcha. Thank you very much to Brian for the 10, who says single dad supporting a single dad, but you gotta twerk. I don't know what that, like, that's like an abbreviation of go to work, and I'm already here, so we're working for the weekend or quarter or something. So, yeah. Okay, but either way, thank you. That puts us 7 away from the next face camera expansion. Okay. So, let's see. So this quarter is the 4th, 5th, and 6th month. And we're to the last 20 minutes, so maybe we should get to June.
Yes, we should.
Okay. I'm gonna assume that's that person's trolling me, so we're just gonna time them out.
Which one?
People asking for shout-outs that are weird. I'm gonna just
okay, I see it now.
Yeah. Okay, so for June, we're gonna be. Have we've announced the save the date for the draw 4?
Yes, we have.
I'm
actually going to go quickly
twitter.com/charity draw 4.
I am going to double check and make sure that should be
the pinned tweet, right? Nope, nope, or there isn't a pinned tweet.
Oh, for crying out loud, they should have pinned it.
Yeah,
somebody should have pinned it.
There's also a line break in that latest tweet.
Yeah, we announced it back in January. Give me a hot minute. I can actually pin that tweet.
Yeah. Okay, July 9th through July 11th.
But I'll do that later.
I'm going to put that on here. Okay. So, draw for charity. July 9th through July 11th. Okay. Done. Okay. Okay, let me go ahead and ban that person. Next problem. Okay, and we're out of there. Okay. So, up we go to here, 5th month, 6th month. Local meetups, domestic merch launch. So, one thing that I was thinking about anyway was getting a high-speed camera, like a DSLR, that also can be used as a camera source in OBS. So I could use that for convention photography and events and stuff, but then I could also use it for, like, pointing at a pinball table and working in low light conditions. So I need to look at that. Okay.
I put it on the brainstorming list.
Yeah. If somebody just says the word ban in chat, they're probably going to get banned.
Ask and ye shall receive, really.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, especially if you're spamming it with emoji. So I don't know why you're doing that, but okay. So
YouTube chat's having a very deep discussion about English language. I'm impressed.
Yeah, they seem to be holding their own, so I haven't waded into that.
Yeah, they're doing their thing.
Okay, so what I need to do is I need to look at what the DSLR that Costco currently has on sale is and compare that to the Wirecutter reviews. Because if the camera's crap, I know at least I can return it to Costco. But like for a while they had the Canon Rebels at Costco. And for shooting the book cover and a few other things. Looks like they're not carrying them online anymore. Although maybe I'm just looking. Yeah. Shop all departments, electronics. Cameras and camcorders. Here we go. Yeah, it looks like they're no longer selling like DSLRs, which is no good. Ooh, but they do have a fancy ring light camera mount.
Ooh, that sounds intriguing.
It does. Part of me, it might not be worth the price. I'll come back to that. Because yeah, getting a proper ring light camera mount has been something I've been thinking about getting.
Well, I'll put it on the list. I'll put it on the brainstorming list if you want to table it.
Yeah, because like a lot of that stuff was like completely unavailable for the last year because of COVID, and so this is one of the first ring lights I've seen for sale that isn't insanely marked up. It's not cheap. But I'm curious about it. And it has a built-in cardioid microphone, which is interesting. Okay, so let's see. Okay. Okay. Well, so yeah, June might be Oh, the other reason to get the fancy camera is to
Mm-hmm.
do product shots for the merch. That was the other thing, because like, if the part of the point of printing them locally is when I get the or when they do the mock-up, like they'll do like a test run or whatever, I can like take it and actually photograph it, and I want it to look better than I can necessarily just get it on my phone. But maybe I'm also using a phone that's several years old, so maybe a phone upgrade is good
Mm-hmm.
enough for those product shots, because phones have gotten really good the last few years in terms of cameras. Like my
That's very true.
yeah, my current phone might even be good enough. I don't know, but yeah, we don't have. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Well, we'll see about that. Because one of the things is I'm kind of worried. I can't tell if my current phone is only good enough because I haven't left the apartment for a year. Because I went somewhere and the battery like immediately died, and I just didn't. I was like, oh, maybe it's been doing this nonstop for a year. I just didn't notice because I'm always next to a wall. Um, but okay. So yeah, we'll come back. So
Try that.
so some sort of camera is gonna make sense mid
Mm-hmm.
year, so we can do the merch photos, and also that's when travel and meetups are gonna start and stuff like that. So okay,
Yeah,
in
one thing at a
terms
time.
in terms of builds, we're gonna have like close out server
Mm-hmm.
probably. So we're gonna have like cleanups, cleanup things.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and we're gonna possibly have a lot of planning for the next season, but
Yeah, because there's no timetable, obviously, for
mhm.
that yet. So starting to think about it, I guess, because the snapshots are starting to come out when 17's on the horizon eventually.
Mhm.
I guess you start planning it out ahead of time and like start going through the seed you want and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
that takes time.
Is it funny if we have a Joe Hill's wall calendar?
No.
Okay. Well, but hold on. And so you know how like with the wall calendar on the top you have like a picture of something. We would have like a different scene of
Mm-hmm.
like one of my builds each month. But we
Mm-hmm.
also have my face over it, like the live streams, but like partially translucent. So it looks like I'm just like poking my head in a window in your kitchen or wherever you hang it up.
Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if I start seeing emojis or just gifs on Twitter of people throwing money at you for that.
Oh, people like throwing money at their calendar.
Yeah, you know the gif from Futurama where it's Fry and he says,
Yeah.
"Shut up and take my money." I predict we're gonna see a lot of that over the next 24 hours.
Yeah.
This is your cue. Don't disappoint me,
Okay.
people.
So the thing is, yeah. So let's go down to So the calendar is gonna need to be done probably in September to mail for New Year's. So.
I will tell you that we do a calendar at my job every year,
Mhm.
and we are um we are getting close to starting what it will be now. I
Gotcha.
think within the next
And it's
Sorry, your super chat just made me laugh.
yeah. Strayhorn, thank you for the 5. Who says howdy? Just throwing you some money. Well, thank you very much, Strayhorn. That puts us 3 away for the next face camera expansion target. Let's go ahead and check
Yes.
the make sure we didn't miss any PayPal tips. No, we're good. Okay.
Okay. But anyway, yeah, we start really early because we we map out concepts. Like
Um.
I've already been asked to provide pictures
Yeah.
for next year. So if you wanted to do that, you would have to start looking through different pictures of your builds,
Well.
possibly through the seasons, not necessarily this particular season, since
Yeah.
this would be your first one.
Well, and the other thing is that like I can go back through all my old we have all the HermitCraft worlds archived, right?
Mm, I
So
assume you do, yes.
yeah, so like if the Christmas tree from season 6 was better than the one from season 7, we can use that. Using other people's builds would get weird because like
Mm-mm.
royalties and copyright and like
No,
nobody would
no.
be a jerk about it, but it would like add overhead, and
Mm-mm.
I don't need more overhead. So okay. So yeah.
I think October's picture would have to be you in the whited out skin with the shovels in your hand doing the dance. That's just my opinion.
I don't know.
Or just as Beetlejuice.
Yeah,
I
the
don't know what it's
Beetlejuice thing
called.
really feels like stronger, but I don't know.
Yeah, it does. I was only teasing the first one.
No, it's fine. Yeah. I feel like we're pretty okay here on the
So
whole.
far, so good.
Yeah. So July, the benefit is clearly draw 4.
Mhm. Hi, Tommy.
Hey, Tommy boy, welcome, Raiders. My name is Joe Hills. I'm broadcasting live from Nashville, Tennessee, with NJCoffeeJunkie on the call, who is helping me
Hello.
plan. Thank you, NJ. Who is helping me plan out the next quarter here, which is April. Oh no, I fell. I fell again. I'm getting tired. I got my second shot earlier today, and I might be starting to fade. Well,
You're doing great so far, and we're almost there. We're almost at the end.
okay? This is like the 4th time I've fallen though in the last minute. Okay.
Yeah, but you didn't die any of those times.
Yeah, because I put in a safety net. Okay. So, I'm looking at April, and we got a bunch of stuff. I'm looking at May, and we have probably enough stuff.
Hi, Lore.
Hey, welcome, Space Dorito. Welcome. Bum. Oh, at some point I need to bother you about Canadian printing, so I'll bother you about that later. But yes, Canadian printing. I've heard it's a lot like printing here, but there's not extra rising. Oh my god, I can't talk. I got my second Moderna shot, and I've been chugging caffeine. So anyway, I was gonna say with rising inflection at the end, but maybe that doesn't work. Close out server cleanup thing. I mean, June just feels like a huge, like we just can't know what the travel schedule, what's gonna be safe, what's gonna be open yet.
Mm-hmm.
But if I'm stuck at, like, here's the thing, is whether I'm stuck at home or
Mm-hmm.
not, this domestic merch launch is going to eat the month.
Mm.
And so will probably wrapping up season 7, because it'll be ending sometime around then,
Mm-hmm.
depending on when the new update comes out. So,
Yeah.
like, maybe we don't need much planned for June because the emergent stuff will just eat the month anyway.
Mm. Space says, why not ask Etho B for any of the other Canadians?
Because they're not visual artists. I guess they are visual artists, but not in the same. They work in different media than you do. This is like a consulting thing. This would be like paid for your time thing. This would not be just asking random questions. But anyway, we'll round back up on that. It's not urgent. It's something like by July. We're doing long-term planning today. But yeah,
Oh,
I don't
yeah,
think
go ahead.
I don't think Etho actually does any local merch production, and I don't know if Beef does either.
I don't know.
Because I know Beef lives in the middle of nowhere on a farm, according
Mhm.
to the Mindcrack podcast. Um, so I want to be very careful anytime I talk about anything about the Hermit's personal lives that the source is not, this is what they told me, because I don't want to accidentally say anything stupid that I can't. Beef did socks earlier this year. Oh, okay, cool. Um,
Apparently, Galaxin said that it's their birthday tomorrow and they're vaccinated so they can do something fun.
enjoy Galaxin. Okay. Um,
All right. I might have a delay on my end, but I can see in your eyes you're getting tired. So
I am getting tired. I was trying to make it to 11 o'clock,
you're
and
you
it's
have
10. It's 10:56. I don't know how much more we're gonna get out of this, honestly. Um,
okay. So here's what we're gonna do. Let's do
is there?
a final review of what we've done for for April, May, and June,
Okay.
and we can figure out that other stuff later. And I think that'll wrap us up accordingly.
Duncan, thank you very much for the 5. Who says I had my second vaccine? It knocked me out for 6, made me feel better for a few days. I hope you're feeling better soon. I mean, I'm feeling great. I'm just tired, but like I'm kind of always tired, so it's hard to tell. Here we go. Expand. Just do 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 do. Lowering the Joe opacity to 80%. Okay. So, okay. I mean, I don't know how much there is to review, is the thing, but okay. So April, here it is, full screen. You can see it even with the delay.
I can see most of it.
What are the concerns that you have with what you see in front of you, if
uh,
any? Otherwise, we'll move on to the next one.
um, I don't think there's anything of concern. Just will you have enough time to finish some of the projects you want to work on? Like, for example, doing the Ever Given interior and stuff like that.
Well, I mean, the Ever Given interior doesn't like. I wasn't gonna put in interior walls and ceiling
Mm-hmm.
because I like the way the exterior looks in such a way that like basically I just need to put in a floor and a
Mm-hmm.
door. It's a
Okay.
basic door and floor, really.
Okay.
So yeah.
All right. I just wanted to make sure. But I don't
Um
see anything disconcerting here.
okay, cool, cuz yeah, I'm losing the ability to focus. So, what about
Then,
here? This is May. Like I said, the Kentucky Derby coverage I'm not going to do remotely. That I
yeah.
if it's one of those things where one of my friends who's vaccinated says let's go up and do one or two of the events that isn't the derby itself,
Mm-hmm.
and there's a safe enough way to do an outdoor thing there, maybe. But like, I'm feeling really kind of nah about it.
Fair enough. Okay.
But Cinco de Mayo, end of school year, Mother's Day, bum bum bum. Like the website building thing will just eat a bunch of time. The domestic merch
Mm-hmm.
pre-order system will eat a bunch of time. Season 8 base planning will eat a bunch of
Mm-hmm.
time. I mean, we're
Yeah.
gonna have stuff. I'm not gonna have too much free time. I won't be like, why didn't we plan more?
Yeah, no,
Um,
I think you have a nice balance given what you have in front of you at this point.
yeah, and then
Mhm. That should be fine.
June, Juneteenth, Father's Day.
Oh,
Do 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 do.
Choco Banana, you just gave me a great idea.
What?
Um, she wrote millions of cowbells. I think I'll build a cowbell at some point.
Oh, did Next Problem Bell end up on the merch list?
Uh, I don't. Next problem, Bell. Um, it is now.
Thank you. Okay.
Yeah. Next problem, Bell.
Okay.
I must have missed that.
No, that's fine. It was in the Discord thing, but I don't think it never made it into any of the planning documents, like the official stuff.
Okay, it's in there now.
Okay.
Yeah, Cinco de Mayo is my birthday for anyone who's paying attention.
Oh, it is?
Yes.
Oh.
You are tired.
I think you're giving me too much credit for remembering things, because like it would be very convenient for me to hide behind that excuse, but I can never remember anybody's birthday really. It's like, except for like some family members who like I lived with them for a decade, and like so I knew their birthday was coming up. But like I have a bunch of friends that have birthdays like near mine,
Mm-hmm.
but if you ask me like, well, which one's on the 21st and which one's on the 23rd, I go, they're all near mine. Like, I knew yours was generally that time, but I didn't know it was Cinco de Mayo. Um, so I don't know.
It's all
Okay.
good. But I'm looking at what I can see uh through your Jopacity, and I really
Oh,
think
sorry. I forgot
no,
that you can't
you're
see that.
fine. No, you're fine. Um I'm used to it by now. Yeah, I think June's gonna end up being light for now. Because a lot of stuff that is gonna happen in April and May that you don't get to that you want to
Oh, we don't even
do.
have book layout on here.
No, we didn't.
So yeah. Well, and that's one of the other things too is so book layout in
Mm-hmm.
InDesign. So to some
Mm-hmm.
degree what I was thinking was if I do whatever I do for the website
Mm-hmm.
streams should be the model for the book layout InDesign streams. Like those work sessions are going to be pretty comparable in terms of kind of like what I'm trying to accomplish and
Mm-hmm.
my ability to wrangle an audience
Mm-hmm.
type of thing.
Okay.
So, okay. What did Tommy say about July? Oh,
Something
it's
about it
Wrath
being
Month.
Wrath Month.
Yeah, that's a Pride Month joke.
Ah,
That they go
okay.
through each of the vices in
Ah, okay. I did not know that.
um okay.
Cue meme of it going over my head.
Who is this Mark A person? Have we ever I don't know if I've seen this person here before. Are they causing problems
Who? Which one? In the YouTube chat?
in the YouTube chat?
Um,
People, yeah, telling people what they need is a bad look. I don't. Telling people that they need to invent something is not what I have time for right now. I'm trying to work over
yeah,
here.
I
Next
didn't
role.
read fast enough to see
No,
what
it's
was going
fine.
on before you.
And this is one of those streams where it's like because yeah,
His poetry book.
yeah. So unlike a lot of the streams where I hire moderators, I hire the moderators because I shouldn't be looking at the chat during them. This one I do need to be looking at the chat during them because I am getting feedback. But the problem is if the chat, unlike in a normal stream, if the chat goes wildly off course or off topic, it's
Mm-hmm.
hard for me to do the um, planning and the scheduling part of this.
Mm-hmm.
Um, okay. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, it looks like June's wide open, and that's because
Well,
there's so much going on.
that's incredibly misleading, and it's also partially because a bunch of stuff that doesn't get done
Exactly.
in
That's why
May is going to bleed
it's
into
open.
June.
Exactly. That's why it's open and why I'm not pushing you to put in anything else.
Yeah. So
Because I have a feeling you're going to end up traveling or you're going to end up doing something, and we still have draw four meetings every week, so
yeah, we're gonna have a lot of stuff.
we're going to be you and I are going to be very busy this summer.
Okay.
Um,
So let's see here. I think
you know, raid?
yeah, I think I'm like fading faster and harder than usual. But usually I haven't had this much caffeine. So it's like I'm caffeine
Mhm.
crashing, I'm vaccine crashing.
Uh,
Um
if it
and
helps, both we are in Grimmer streaming.
well, I was gonna read my brother who's doing Wheel of Songwriting.
Oh, I didn't see him down there. Nice.
So here we go. We're gonna go ahead and slash raid the Sean Hills. My brother Sean, who does the music that you hear almost every stream, except this stream. We didn't do the VOD, or we didn't do music because I didn't want YouTube to possibly hit me on the VOD.
Um,
So
Well, I'm going to very quickly say goodnight, everybody. You can find me on Twitter and Twitch at NJ and YouTube at NJCoffeeJunkie. And I'll see you in another stream sometime soon.
yeah, let me post your. I guess your. I'm so tired. Your Twitter would link to the other things. Yeah.
It would, yes.
Okay. Boom. Putting that in there.
Thank you.
Okay. Well, thank you so much, NJ, for joining us. Until next
My
time,
pleasure.
y'all. This is Joe Hills from Nashville, Tennessee. Sorry, I'm too tired to give you breaks to talk.
It's okay. You're doing great.
I remembered that one. Keep adventuring. Say howdy, y'all.